Once upon a time, a long, long, long time ago, there was a people. They were called the Israelites. We read about them in the Bible. And they lived in a place called Canaan, and it was beautiful. Except for one thing. The Israelites were being attacked by the Philistines, who had waged war on them for a very, very long time. Our story is about a family of 8 boys and their father. The father's name was Jess, the youngest of which was named David. Now, because it was wartime, Jess called all his family together. And he said, "Sons, we live here in this beautiful place, and we want to live peacefully, to raise our sheep and to worship our God," he said. "But because of the Philistines, many of our people have died. Eliab, Abinadab, and Shah, I think that was his name. I need you to go to help our king, King Saul, and the armies. The rest of you will have to stay here." David, the youngest, thought, "But father, can I go?" "No, David, there's plenty of things that you need to learn before you go to war. Like, you have to look after the sheep." Well, Eliab, Shah, I think that's his name, and Abinadab marched. They marched to war. It was quite a long walk, and they met plenty of Israelites who taught them all about the Philistines. "Shalom," they would say. "Take this food to our sons and our husbands and our brothers. Like you, they have gone to war. Many have not returned because they were killed. And those that have returned have come back wounded and not able to do very much. But we still have some there." "Thank you," said Eliab. "You have to be careful, though. There's a great big giant." "There's a giant?" said Abinadab. "Yes, he's very, very tall. We've said too much. You'll be fine. God bless you and keep you safe." Well, Eliab, Abinadab, and Shah were very, very worried, but they were sure that their father knew what was best, so they marched. And as they got closer and closer, that's the drumming. They heard the drumming. We must be close. And then they heard a shouting. I'm going to introduce you to somebody. I'm going to go back there because he's kind of big. Let's do it better than that. Maybe I'll get closer again. "I am Goliath, and I will fight anybody brave enough to fight me. If you can kill me, then the Philistines will be your slaves. But if I kill you, you will be ours." Well, that was pretty scary. But Eliab, Shah, and Abinadab went to the king. And they were just there in time to hear the captain reporting to the king. "I'm afraid the giant has called us all to fight him, but there is not one of us that is big enough or strong enough to do so, and our armies are growing fearful, and the soldiers won't fight him." Said the king. And that's when Eliab came in, the son of Jess. We will fight him, sir. Your graciousness, he said. No, you can't fight him. No one can fight him. What are we to do? Meanwhile, back at the shepherd's flocky thing was David. And David was learning. He was learning how to defend his sheep because a lion came. David, thinking quickly, took some stones and put one in his slingshot. And killed the lion. And as he killed him, he was able to rescue the little sheep. Oh, my little one. You had a close escape there, didn't you? Come on, I'll look after you. Run back to your mum. And so the little lamb did. It was fine. Later came a bear with claws and paws and gnarly teeth. And David did the same thing. Took a stone, put it in a slingshot, and killed the bear. So David had learned. He had learned he was small, but he was strong. He learned that he was small, but he was brave. Jess called David. David obeyed. Take these 5, where's my hand? Take these 5 loaves of bread to your brothers, and take these 10 cheeses to the captains of the guard. Find out how your brothers are doing, and bring me word of the battle, and everybody's fine. So David went. And as he marched, he also